So Alara stands for as low as reasonably achievable, and it does define the typical philosophy that's used in the nuclear industry to describe how we deal with any kind of radiological exposures. And the philosophy behind it is more aligned with a quality control or quality assurance process if you think of radiation dose as a waste product that you have in the nuclear industry. If you're making any product, for example, magazines, CDs, shelves, or whatever, there's going to be some waste. You're never going to be able to have zero waste when you're making something. And as an engineer, you want to minimize that waste. You want to have as low amount of waste as possible to optimize the efficiency of your production. And Alara is like that when it comes to dose. You're trying to get the doses as low as you can without impacting operations or productivity. And so people aren't against that per se. It's the philosophy that originally drove Alara, and that's called the linear no threshold hypothesis, which assumes that any radiation exposure is going to give you some increased probability of cancer. And we know that that can't go all the way to zero. It just isn't physically reasonable because just thermal oscillations alone will give you double strand breaks to DNA. And it's those double strand breaks to DNA that are currently thought to be the source of cancer induction from radiation exposures. And so if a radiation exposure isn't giving you as many double strand breaks as you just get from natural thermal oscillations, that doesn't make sense that that would have some ability to overwhelm the body's natural ability to repair a double strand break. And so where that actually stops is not quite known. And that's called low dose range. It's above the legal limits. It's around 10 or 20 rem, depending on the person, their health, and so forth. But that's where the issue is trying to spend enormous amounts of money to avoid small doses that have no measurable effect. And that's where the rubber hits the road there between Alara and linear no threshold hypothesis. So great question. Thanks for asking it. Hope you have a good day.